This conversation starts calm and then everything shifts. Let's break it down on Choir Media.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Are women selling themselves short?
We could be in our eyes. Let me make sure I'm on the right screen here. I have to put some
What?
of this down. Um, I've been watching your shows with my boyfriend, and I've kind of come to the conclusion with him that I think women get the short end of the stick,
Why?
regardless. Because
Why?
as a woman, I think a lot of us we work to a certain degree, or we've
No,
been
you
told
don't.
to work at this
No,
this
you
time.
don't. Oh, no, 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 no. If we're gonna have this conversation, we're gonna have it based in facts, not feelings. Who earns more, men or women?
It depends on the
No
relationship.
bullshit.
Men,
Don't play this game with me. Who earns
men.
more, men or women? Thank you. If you adjust for working men with no children, or working women with no children in the black community, who has more, men or women?
I'm sorry. Repeat that one.
If you look at working men and women in the black community, and then if you say working black men with no children, working black women with no children, which group has more? Is it the working women with no children, or is it the working men with no children?
In the Black community, from what I see, I would say the women with no children.
There's more. No, there's more working black men with no children by a long shot. 51% of black men are single and childless. 64% are in the middle class. See, the problem is most of you women have bad information, horrible. And then you judge men based upon a very small anecdotal life and a lifetime of bad information. So where you can tell me that you feel like women are getting the bad end of the stick, I'm sorry. If I'm a single man wanting to date a woman in her 20s, late 20s, there's a better than 60% chance she's going to come with a kid. That's the short end of a stick. Do you have a child?
I do not.
Do you have any friends, female friends?
I do.
Do they have children?
Most of them do. Yes.
Do they have husbands?
Some do. Some do
Most
not.
of them don't. So any man that gets them is getting the short end of the stick.
I would agree.
So tell me how women are getting the short end of the stick. I'm all ears.
Well, how about the woman that does not have the
I'm talking
children?
about women, not the woman. I'm talking about women. That was what you said. You didn't come in and say I feel like a woman. You said women.
Okay, so you want to know why I believe women are getting the short end of the stick?
Based upon the facts.
Well, then I'm going to have to go back to what you previously said of we're not getting all of the correct information because I'm basing this off of the information that I've been given, that I've
How
dealt
old
with
are
in
you?
life, and I've seen.
How old are you?
35,
I'm
35.
sorry, at 35 years old, you're responsible for the information you get after 18. So if you got bad information, that's on you. Y'all know how to get the information you need. And you spent a lifetime getting the information you've gotten. The information that you need is out there as well. Blackdemographics.com, black stats for black people by black people. But the problem isn't the information. The problem is the desire to go find out the truth.
That could be part of it as well.
Yeah, because it's easier for women like yourself to believe that the problem is men, not women. But the truth is looking you in your face. If 8 out of 10 children in the black community are born to father to single mothers, where does the problem lie? With the man or the
Well, I would
woman?
definitely agree with you there with the women
Right.
having all these
And
children.
and 100% of the children are coming from a minority of the men, right?
Yes, most
So the
likely.
problem, all right. So who's getting the short end of the stick?
For majority, then yes, you are correct that men would get the short end of the stick because they have, if they choose to take these women on with these children, they have to
Well,
be
how often do so? Now
partly
you're
responsible.
35 years old. You're 35 years old, and you just come to that. realization tonight after a conversation with me. So,
Well, I look at things from my experience as well, but we're talking
okay,
about
that's fair.
maturity.
That's life. But the thing is, it's bigger than your experience. That's all I'm saying. And
You're right.
it's women that go around telling women that they're getting the short end of the stick when they're not.
Okay.
And your boyfriend should have actually told you something. Hopefully, he should have known this stuff too. So
Well,
advocate for men.
when I started off with women getting short end of the stick, he agreed with that. Yes, you are getting the short end of the stick. But again, we were talking about our situation and maybe generalizations of people we know, our circumstances. But
That saddens
big
me to hear
picture.
that a man. That saddens me to hear that a man thinks that women are getting the short end of the stick. But spoke about that earlier too. Here I come to save the day. Simps exist. Cannot do that one. Sure, there's also something else. I got to be honest. That's also low level player hating. It's called dirty macking. You know, dudes are low levels of game, low levels of ability to keep a woman based upon man shit, often salt other men to make themselves look better. It's called dirty macking. You can talk down and say, "Yeah, I'm the shit," but those guys over there ain't nothing. That make and knowing the women are more likely not to go investigate it. That's some weak shit right there, boy. All right, if you got a disagreement, raise your hand. That's where we're gonna go. We're running out of time. If you disagree with if you have an art and disagreement, if you think women are selling themselves short, you don't know what you're talking about. If you like, man, these dudes out here ain't making a cut. Raise your hand. All right, let's do this. Go ahead, Jada. Unmute yourself.
Hello,
Hey, how old are you?
I am 24 in Toronto.
All right. What's your disagreement?
My disagreement is that, women are getting the short end of the stick because
Based upon what?
based on the fact that it's not common knowledge for a lot of women to be feminine, for a lot of women to, I guess, understand her role in a successful relationship. So they are settling for beta males. They are settling for
Hold on. I want to be clear. Women are getting the short end of the stick because they're not feminine.
because we're not taught enough how to be feminine. We're raised by this independent, strong Black women that we feel like that's the
Oh,
way.
okay, but the short end of the stick, the implication, the short end of the stick is you're getting a short end of the stick from a man.
Okay, getting the short end of the stick from a man, we don't, because we choose the man we decide to submit to.
Well, that's the implication in the video. Not saying that women are getting the short end of the stick from women. That's not the. I mean, I
In
get what
that
you're saying.
case, in that case, yeah, we men are getting the short end of the stick from women because a lot of us don't understand what our roles are supposed to be in a relationship or in the
Okay.
household.
Well,
So we don't.
I agree with you, but that's not a disagreement though. So I it's not a disagreement. That's more of a cosign. Hello, what's the disagreement?
My disagreement with women getting the short hand of the stick is that it goes to settling in all aspects, and for me, it has to do with religion.
How old are
I
you?
feel like I'm sorry.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 27, so I'm in the danger zone.
Okay, but women are getting the short end of the stick as they go. Some of you ladies' positions are so convoluted. Can you just make it simple? How are women getting the short end of the stick?
I feel like we're settling more with men because there is a movement to where I feel like men nowadays are
Settling with
like you.
men in what terms?
Can you repeat that, please?
Financially?
Well, for me, I'm talking about religiously. So I don't really know where you stand on the religious end, but I feel like women, women who choose to be celibate and XYZ, I've heard in your other
Okay, ma'am, you're
broadcast.
trying to make this about you.
No.
Yeah, you are, because I'm sorry, ma'am. You've called in before, and you fit
Yeah.
into a very small category. And people aren't like you. Most people aren't celibate for religious reasons. That's not getting a short
Okay.
end of the stick. You've chose that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, don't call back. Always trying to get things like, well, I want to make it about me. You 27 and celibate for your own religious reason. Ain't no short end of the stick. That's a goddamn choice. And I told her not to call back because it is disingenuous and frustrating to have somebody call in on the topic and then try to go all the way around to talk about themselves. You want to talk, go hire a therapist or book a session. Don't just come in and try to make the damn show about you and your mind, your micro decision, your micro situation. So here we go. Here we go. Let's do this. We're going to keep the call line open. I'm going to open it up for ladies who have a general question, because it seems like some of you folks just want to, just trying to basically don't understand what the short end of the stick means. Means you're getting an unfair deal. Means that women should be getting more than what they're getting. That's the short end of the stick. I feel that women are getting the short end of the stick or selling themselves short because women like XYZ should be getting men that have this. That's what it means to be selling yourself short, meaning I should be getting more than $50. I should be getting 500, 5,000, 500,000. I should not have to explain this, but let's see if that makes any sense. If you have something on that point, raise your hand. All right, Raquel. What's your camera's turned sideways? All right, let's do this. All right, let's do this. Still makes no sense. All right, unmute yourself. Caitlin, hello.
Hello.
Hi,
So
how old are
what
you?
if
How old are you?
I'm 18?
Oh,
I'm
no.
18.
Oh, no. Too young for this conversation. Absolutely not. You ain't even out of high school yet. Go on. I don't need 18-year-old girls' opinions. No offense, but come on, man. What? Short end of the stick. You serious? I know, right? Serious, like what? You had an 18-year-old call in? All right, we're gonna take a quick second to let the room load back up. Get all the high schoolers out of here. Don't need any high schoolers. No. If you cannot legally drink, you don't need to call into my show. You cannot legally drink, but I am going to need at least 10 more folks to drop something in the super chat. Come on, folks, because this is a hot show. This is a hot show, and if you guys want me to keep it up on YouTube, hit the super chat. All right. Let's go to the troll account. Let's do this. Let's do this real quick. Unmute yourself. Yep. Hello.
Hello,
First name.
Letitia.
What's your disagreement?
So my disagreement is I don't believe that women are getting the short end of the stick because I feel like it takes two to tango.
It's not a disagreement. That's not a disagreement.
It is a disagreement.
No, it's not. So I don't think you guys really get this. They're just gonna come in and rewrite the rules. I think the women are not getting the short end of the stick because it takes two to tango. All right. Let's go next. Anna Maria. We're going to go to Anna Maria, then Stacy next. Anna Maria, go ahead. Anna Maria going once. Hello? Hello? You have to speak. All right, she's not talking. We're going to mute you back. Stacy's not, your audio's not connected. Your camera's just on. Stacy. Your audio's not connected, Stacy, and she's not paying it any attention, so we're going to drop you out. Yeah, Anna Maria, I put you on, but you didn't. You decided not to speak. So I'll try this one more time. Unmute yourself, Anna Marie. Hello. You're doing your hair and you're not speaking.
Hello?
Yes. Say hello. All right, we're gonna drop you out because
Hello?
Yes. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye. I didn't know this was going to trigger so many women, man. I thought that. Raquel, go ahead.
Hello? Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, I'm sorry, I'm at work. That's why my mask was up.
Okay. How old are you?
31.
What do you got for me? Go ahead. What do you have for
me? I think, well, from my experience now, I think that most average women are comparing themselves to the 1%, the Cinderella stories. It's like, oh, if she.
We say the death of Cricket Wireless. The cell phone network met its demise at 12:04 a.m. January the 28th. It's struggling no more. We say goodbye to Struggle Wireless. We are so sorry. It is leaving behind 2 pages, a BlackBerry, and a flip phone. Oh, if I don't get y'all some damn service to work, Farida. She over here taking a nap. Unmute yourself. Hi. Okay, go once. Unmute yourself. Going twice. Going last time. We say goodbye to Struggle Wireless. And Farida just like, I'm just over here. I just took an Ambien. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to just sit in the chat room. I thought I was going to be able to talk to somebody. Anybody want to represent Big Shirley? Okay, hey, Vapey, she's back. Vapey here. Okay, let's see what you got. Sorry, your audio, you got no speaker on. So I'm going down the chat room, and if your speaker's not connected, I'm just going to remove you. Just going to remove you. Summer is gone. What this has shown me, though, more than anything else, is there are far more women who really don't know what settling means. But I'm starting to realize there's something far deeper than this. Yes, average women are comparing themselves to the 1% or the top 10% of women. But that's always been done. So they used to dream about being those, but they had the knowledge that I'm not that. I mean, there are guys who dream about playing catching a game-winning touchdown, throwing a game-winning pass. Guys dream about doing fantastic things too, but then they get up and go to their regular jobs. They don't think that because they can play a character in a video game that they can live this life. You women talk about selling yourself short. Believe you should.
One thing Kevin does throughout this conversation is force people to separate emotions from evidence. Several callers begin by saying women are getting the short end of the stick, but once he starts asking for examples and real-world outcomes, many of those arguments become much harder to defend. What stands out is that Kevin isn't just interested in opinions. He wants proof. He keeps asking, based on what? That's a question a lot of people avoid because it's easy to repeat something you've heard online, but it's much harder to back it up with facts or personal results. Another major point is accountability. Instead of letting the conversation stay focused on what men are supposedly doing wrong, Kevin redirects it toward individual choices. What standards are you setting? What kind of people are you choosing? Are your decisions producing the relationships you actually want? Those are uncomfortable questions, but they're the kind that can lead to real self-reflection. The discussion also highlights how powerful our environment can be. Friends, social media, and personal experiences all shape the way we view dating. The problem is that a small circle of experiences doesn't always represent reality as a whole. Kevin argues that if you build your entire worldview on a handful of personal stories, you can end up drawing conclusions that don't match what's happening on a larger scale. The exchanges about attitude are just as revealing. Confidence is attractive, and having standards is perfectly reasonable. But confidence can quickly become defensiveness if someone refuses to listen or consider another perspective. Healthy relationships require communication, respect, and the willingness to understand each other, not simply proving who's right. Perhaps the biggest takeaway from this clip is that outcomes matter more than talking points. It's one thing to have a strong opinion about dating. It's another to ask whether that belief is actually helping you build the kind of relationship you want. If the same frustrations keep repeating themselves, sometimes the first place to look isn't everyone else. It's your own approach. Whether you agree with Kevin's conclusions or not, his core message remains consistent throughout the conversation. Challenge your assumptions, be honest with yourself, and judge ideas by the results they produce, rather than by how popular they sound. That's a lesson that applies far beyond dating and relationships.